In the previous classes, good afternoon. So in the previous classes, we have seen about the various methods of the teaching. In that one, we have seen yesterday's class, we have seen about the panel discussion and the role play. Okay, in the today's class, we will see about the demonstration. So what do you mean by demonstration? About the introductions of the demonstration. There are various methods of teaching. One of the most effective methods of teaching, one of the most effective methods of teaching skill is the demonstration. Demonstration is said to be one of the effective and the uh, effective teaching skill. Okay. Then regarding the demonstration method definition, it can be defined as a visualized explanation of facts and procedures. So what is demonstration method? It is a visualized explanation of the facts and the procedures, or it is a physical display of the form, outline, or a substance of the object or events for the purpose of increasing the knowledge or such objects or events with the help of certain objects or events. Here they are physically displayed, okay, and then through that we are increasing our knowledge. Demonstration involves showing what and showing how. It is relatively less complicated process. It does not require extensive verbal elaboration. So what does the demonstration involves? Demonstration involves mainly it involves showing something and how it should be shown. And it is a very less complicated one also, and one does not require much more extensive verbal elaboration for it. So definition of the demonstration. Demonstration method. It is a method of teaching by exhibition and explanation combined to illustrate a procedure or an experiment. So what is demonstration in the simple words? Here it is the combination of the exhibition and explanation. Through the exhibition of thing, and we are explaining about that exhibited thing through the teaching method. Here we are illustrating it. Okay, it might be a procedure or might be an any experiments. So that is known as demonstration. So demonstration. So demonstration is nothing but it is a method of teaching where the teaching is done through an exhibition and an explanation. It is a combination of the exhibition and explanation to illustrate any procedure or an experiment to the students. Next. Next comes the principles of the demonstration. So what are the principles of the demonstration? Number one, learning by doing maxim is followed. So here by doing the things we are learning. Okay. Then skill can be developed by imitation. The student skill is developed with the help of imitation because we people are observing there. The perception helps in imitation. So when we are seeing the things, we perceive it. Through that, it helps in imitation. There are certain guidelines for a good demonstration. What are the guidelines, underlining guidelines for the good demonstration? Number one, it should be planned and rehearsed. So before doing any experiment or any demonstration or showing some procedure, it should be properly planned, and once the person who is going to demonstrate or experiment, it should be rehearsed. Then second one, it should be visible. So it should be easily visible to all the students. And when we are doing any experiment of the procedure, there should be the proper lighting arrangement so that everyone can see it and there will be no any glares. Next, equipment placed in order. So before doing the experiment or the demonstration, all the equipments should be collected, and these all equipments should be placed in a proper order. In the sense of proper order, in the sense which the equipment is used first, then the second, then the third, what are the things we are using. Okay, you might have went for the fundamental lab and you might have demonstrated many of the procedures. So during the procedures, what all the articles we are needed. So those all articles should be collected. Okay, and these equipments will be placed in a proper order to use them. Next, clear statements about the purpose. So for what purpose we are doing this procedure, what is the importance of this procedure should be clearly stated to all the students. Active participation by the students. Always make the students to involve in the procedure or the experiment. So the active participation of the student will be helping the successful of the demonstration or the experiment. Then quick and slick. So with the help of this demonstration, we have during the demonstration we have to do all the things quickly. Then interest should be there in the demonstration. While doing the demonstration, the demonstrator who is there, he should show the proper interest. Active participation of the students, involve the students actively in the experiment or the demonstration to be done, and even you can assign them also. Then summary of the principle. So whatever the demonstration which we are doing, so regarding the summary, those summary should be told to the students. Next, what are the uses of the demonstration? The demonstration, how it helps us. So how it is, what are the uses? Number one, this strategy is mainly applied in the technical training institute. So where it is used, it is mainly used in the technical training institute. Maybe some engineering department also, and even we are using in the medical as well as some our paramedical and nursing fields also. In teacher education programs, it is used to develop the skill in the student teacher. Even in the B.Ed, D.Ed and all these types of experimental demonstrations are used. Why means because they want to develop the skill of that particular student teacher who is going to become the teacher in the future. For them, it is being used. Then at school level, teacher applies it in teaching science, biology, arts and craft and environment studies. Even at the school level also, teacher are using this type of method, that is demonstration method. And when the teacher applies this in the schools, basically where in the biology where we are dissecting biology में हम लोग zoology और botany में हम लोग dissect करके plants का ये देखते हैं, animal cells हैं. So these are all the things which we are learning in the schools also. Arts and crafts in the primary schools and all, the students will be given some mud and all. With the help of the mud, they need to make some uh, something. Then they will be given some craft cards and all. With the help of the craft cards, they have to make many of the craft things and all. With the help of jute, many all the schools are using nowadays demonstration procedures. Okay, and in the environmental studies also. So demonstration method has a greater role in nursing education as a whole course. It is a skill based. So demonstration method is very widely used in nursing as it has a greater method in the role of so to improve the skill. So this demonstration method can be used. Next comes the what are the common errors during the demonstration? What are the common errors happening in the demonstration? Number one, equipment may not be ready for use. Many a times what happen, the articles or the equipments which were used for the demonstration, they many a time they may not be ready. In the sense they are not in the working condition also, they may not be properly working also, so they may not be ready for the use. There may be an apparent relation between the demonstration and the topic under the discussion. So many, even it may be like that, way that there may be no any proper apparent in the sense proper relation between what the demonstration is to be done and what the topic is going to be discussed. Blackboard summary not up to the mark. In the demonstration, we cannot use much more use of the blackboard because we are here, we are using some equipment and all, and we are exhibiting that and we are teaching. So blackboard summary is not that utilized here. The teacher may be in hurry to arrive at the generalization without allowing the students to arrive at the generalization from the facts. So what happens? The teacher, when the teacher will be demonstrating, he or she will start, will be in the hurry and they will demonstrate you people, and they want to come for their own generalizations only. They want to complete that particular procedure, and they many a times the teacher fails to ask the students also to get their generalizations or get their views and all. The teacher may talk too much, which may mask the enthusiasm of the students. During the demonstration, what happens? The teacher needs to be speaking. So because of this one, what happens? Many a times the curiosity, the enthusiasm of the students will be less. Then teacher may not have allotted sufficient time for recording the data. So in a one particular demonstration or an procedure which the teacher is going to do, for that particular procedures, if the teacher is needed with much more time, so and the teacher is given a less time also, so time may not be sufficient. So because of time may not be sufficient, proper recording cannot be done by the teacher also. Teacher may fail to ask the right type of questions, because the teacher will be mostly concentrating on the procedures and the steps of the procedures, and he will be exhibiting those procedures. Due to that, what happens? Teacher may fail asking the questions to the students, because when the teacher will be concentrating on his particular topic. Next comes the purpose of the demonstration. So what are the purpose of the demonstration? With the help of the demonstration, we can improve the skill of the students. Why? How we can improve? Because by seeing and learning is much more effective. We say because when we see, it will be much more in our mindset. So more than 90% we can it will come in our mind by seeing. Okay, so it will, so with the help of this one we can improve the skill of the student. Provide various learning experiences. So with the help of the demonstration also, it will provide us a various and many types of the learning experiences through the help of the demonstration. Next, visual representation helps to memorize the content. So once we see, let us take an example of even film and all of, okay, when we are seeing it, so we will think of it. So we will memorize it and we will see, how that happened, this happened. So with the help of the demonstration also, what happens when we are seeing it, so we are visual representation is going on that particular thing, a demonstration. So the memorizing of the content will be more. Then as we are seeing those procedures, so there is a observation, so even the observation skill of the student will be improved. Even it also helps in improving the confidence level of the students as well as the teacher. Next comes the phases of the demonstration. So what are the phases of the demonstration? The first phase is the planning and the preparation phase. So before going to any demonstration, there should be a proper planning should be done. Then and preparation for that particular demonstration and exhibition all should be done. That preparation is collection of the articles, yeah, making the laboratory ready, yeah, demonstration lab ready for the procedure. Next, after the preparation is done, planning is done, preparation is done, then what we are doing? Once everything is planned, then we are performing it. Okay. After performing what we are doing, then we are evaluating that how much the students have acquired the knowledge from the demonstration. So we can evaluate it through many methods also. We can tell the students to re-demonstrate it, ask the questions. So by all these things, we can evaluate it. Okay. So these are the phases of the demonstration. Next comes the advantages of the demonstration. So, what are the advantages of the demonstration? In the advantages of number one, it enhances the observation skill of the student. As I told you people that visualization representation helps in remembering more. So by visualization, that is by observing, the skill of the observation skill of the student is enhanced. Then it's also stimulate our sense organs of the students. Here the students is using all the senses. As the student is hearing, then we are touching, okay, then viewing with his eyes, sense organs are, all the other sense organs are working. So because of this one, what happens? It is stimulating the sense organs of the student. It also helps to bring the clinical situation in the classroom. What happens after the theoretical? Take an example of the blood pressure measurement. Okay, so when we teach you students, what happens? We are teaching the theory in the class. When we are teaching the theory in the class, that same thing is implemented in the on the demonstration in the laboratories. So what we are trying to do here is we are trying to bring the clinical situation. That is, whatever we have taught in the class, that has been brought to the laboratory. So it helps in bringing the clinical situation to the classroom. Next, it helps to integrate the theory and practice. The theory and the practice are integrated here because both are running simultaneously. It enhances the confidence level of the students. With the help of the demonstration, the confidence level of the students will also be increased because the students are doing their, uh, they are manually doing the procedure. So with that one, what is happening? The confidence level, that they even they can go and practice in the hospitals also. So the through this one, we can increase the confidence level of the students. Next, advantages of demonstration method continued here. So from the complex skills, it is becoming more understandable. Many a times in the theory, if we are not understanding those all things, we can easily understand in the demonstration method through the process. So it provides observational learning. So as the student is observing, so it is helping in providing the observational learning. So here it clarifies all the underlying principles. Whatever the principles are lying underlying for the particular demonstration or the procedure, those all will be clarified here. It makes the interest, so it commands the interest of the students. It means that what is going to happen in the next step, or how it is going to happen, how they are going to do it. Then we can evaluate it. Then even written demonstration also can be done. So it is helping in facilitating the written demonstration also. Next comes the disadvantages. The disadvantages are it is too time consuming and only limited number of the students can be arranged at a time because, for example, your class strength is 100 and we cannot take all the 100 students at a time in the laboratory and show the demonstration. So again, we have to make groups and all. In that groups, again, we are doing the procedure. So it is a time consuming also and it is limited to a very less number of the students. All the procedures cannot be demonstrated clearly. So what happens? A single person cannot demonstrate for all the groups. So in that one, what happens? Sometimes the demonstration procedures won't be cleared or clarified very clearly. Teacher who do not have the mastery of the skill cannot demonstrate the procedure. The one who is demonstrating the procedure, he should have a proper skill and that he should be having a mastery on his skill, what he is going to demonstrate. Because of less mastery of the skill of the demonstration, so the teacher won't demonstrate properly also. There might be some individual differences also. There may be stress for the students. There may be faculty supervision, space and supplies will be reduced because faculty cannot supervise all the students at a times. Okay. Then increase faculty workload to supervise because when we are making the groups, all the students need to be supervised. So there will be the increased workload also. Then practice may be limited due to the cost of the supplies and equipments. So many times what happens due to the less supply of the equipments and all, may not be all the students may not be able to practice that much effectively. Okay. So these further there may be some wrong selection of the topics also. It may consume overtime also because of the availability of the cost materials also. Okay. So these were the disadvantages of the demonstration method. Just we will revise it. So what is demonstration method? Demonstration method is nothing but it is teaching by exhibition and explanation. That is, it is a combined to illustrate a procedure and an experiment. Okay. What are the principles of the demonstration? The principles of the demonstrator, that is learning by doing maximum is followed. Skills can be developed by intimation also, and it helps in perception of the imitation also. Guidelines, it should be planned and rehearsed, properly visible, proper lighting arrangements, equipments to be placed in a proper order, clear statement should be there. Okay, active participation of the student should be involved, it should be interesting. Then we have to summary of the principles also. For where all it is used mainly in the technical training institutes, in the training programs to improve the skill of the teachers, in the schools, okay, then even in the nursing field also. So what are the common errors here? May not equipment may not be ready for the use. Okay, there may be some mismatch between the demonstration topic and the discussion also. Blackboard is also not much used here when the teacher may be in the hurry and he may come for his own conclusion. Okay, and then the teacher may talk too much because of this one. Enthusiasm of the students is also failed. Teacher may not have allotted with the sufficient time also. Then the teacher may fail to ask even the questions to the students. To purpose to improve the skill for the various learning experiences, to memorize the content because it is a visual representation. Observation skill can be improved and it also improves the confidence level. The phases, planning phase and the preparation phase, performance phase and the evaluation phase. So advantages, it enhances the observation skill of the students, stimulate the sense organs, helps to bring that teaching and teaching situation in the clinical situation. It is the integration of both theory and practice. It also enhances the confidence level of the students. So further advantages we saw it is the complex skills becomes more understandable, provides observational learning, clarifies all the underlying principles, it commands the interest, evaluates the students, and it also facilitates in written demonstration. The disadvantages may be it may be time consuming, only limited number of students can be used, all procedure cannot be demonstrated clearly, teacher have many a times teacher may not have the master skills to demonstrate the procedure properly. There might be individual differences, stressful for the students also, faculty supervision, okay, less space and supplies, then increase faculty workload for the supervision also, then maybe limited cost of supplies and the equipments. Then maybe selection of the wrong topics, overconsumption of the time and availability of the cost materials.